So the new season is upon us, where we take on West Ham United in the opening Premier League game of the season, and excitement is growing for that. Willock, the two sides agreeing yesterday on a £25 million fee to bring him to St James's Park on a permanent basis, which I think is fantastic. Permanent basis suits us to the ground, really. I wasn't wanting another loan deal because, you get behind a player so much and you just love the kind of player that Willock is. You want him to be part of your team for a permanent basis, basically. So it's wonderful news, and it's given everybody a lift, the fan base a lift. Does it solve all our problems? I'm not so sure. This is the Toon Review. Hi everybody, I'm Paul, welcome back to the channel, and like I said in the intro there, the signing of Willock will give everybody a lift. Now obviously we're relying on Mr. Charnley to get this over the line, get him signed, agree personal terms, etc. There's obviously going to be some sort of add-ons in there. Willock will make sure that he protects himself, as he should do when he's negotiating a contract, but it's without a doubt that he wants to come back. He's made some very good friends here in his loan spell. We know he's very, very good friends with St Maximin. That'll give him a lift as well, seeing Willock come on a permanent basis. It really will. The fan base has been sort of lifted by it yesterday, and we just hope that maybe that opens the door to a couple of new signings coming in this week before the Premier League all kicks off. Now, they'll probably be loan deals when we spent this money on much money on Willock. Unfortunately, there's none left to bring anybody else in on a permanent basis. So we're probably looking at loan deals. It'd be very interesting to see who we do bring in. I'm not going to speculate any names because some of the names I've read this morning have been, well, I want to throw up basically when I've seen the names. Steve Bruce's old favourites from some previous clubs, and I don't want that to happen. We need to look forward and get some exciting players in. But what this does do for Newcastle United is it gives us an option now going forward with Willock, doesn't it? We were a lot more exciting towards the back end of last season when we hit teams on the break and at pace. It was great to watch. The result against Leicester said it all. The way Willock, he hustles and bustles in front of players. He wins the ball. He drives at defenders. And people like Callum Wilson and St Maximin, etc., are going to thrive off that. Now, we only have a certain amount of players to play in that forward role because Steve Bruce is going to go 5 at the back. We all know that is what he's going to kick the season off. So, he's got the likes of Fraser, Almiron, St Maximin, Wilson, Willock as a driving midfielder. So we have some very, very exciting players up top this season. Joe Linton, to an extent, he's had a very, very decent pre-season, I think. He looks to have bulked up, and I want to see him use that power to hold off defenders when he plays and actually really run at people. Obviously at Burton, when I was there, he was making some great runs down the channel, which I haven't seen from Joe Linton before. Picked out very well. Hopefully he can continue that form into the new season because, yes, I've hammered Joe Linton a lot, but I would love the kid to come through and actually perform on a consistent basis. I really would love that to happen. Whether it does, different kettle of fish. However, I'm excited that Willock's come in. I still think defensively we're a bit all over the place. Jacob Murphy at right wing back for me is going to have a great season. I'm really looking forward to seeing what this kid does. He's at Burton he was fantastic. At Rotherham he was fantastic. Doncaster he played really well. So we've got him settled into that position, I think, and he can only grow in that position now and get better and better and better. Left-hand side, I think Richie will start left wing back. He's gradually got back into pre-season and started really well. Central defence, I'm still not convinced about Jamal Lascelles. I'm really not. I think if any of the three that should start for me would be Shah, Fernandez and Clark. I don't trust Jamal Lascelles bringing the ball out. I'm sorry, that's just my opinion. But as captain, he probably will start, probably alongside Shah and Fernandez. So it's a decent 3, but I still worry about Lascelles. I really do. My main concern is obviously, back up to Wilson. This guy is fantastic. He's got the number 9 shirt this season and he's going to dominate defenders if we get the ball to him. Now, that's the important thing. We need to provide Wilson with the ammunition to fire the bullets. And he's got to get that ammunition. So it's very important that we play in the right way and we look for Wilson's runs all the time, because that is what's going to win us football matches this season. But we know he's injury prone. We know that is a problem. And have we done anything? No. We haven't got a backup in at the minute. Dwight Gale, yes, he scored 2 goals against Norwich City, and that will do his confidence the world of good. Don't get me wrong. Absolutely the world of good. And he took his goals really well. Unfortunately, I just had to see them on video because I was... tonsillitis hit me over the weekend, so I couldn't go. But he took his goals very, very well. Now, that will give him confidence if he's played in the right way. However, do I think he's the perfect backup for Wilson through a Premier League campaign? Absolutely not. Because he's shown for me that he's more of a championship striker now, especially as he's getting older. So trying to bring in a replacement is very difficult. I understand that. But when you've got the likes of Origi at Liverpool, he doesn't get much of a shout there at the minute. For me, he'd be somebody that comes in. Adam Armstrong would have been a perfect one for me. However, that looks to have ship has sailed now because he looks to be off to Southampton. We will get 40% of that transfer, however, so hopefully either that goes into the Willock deal or goes into bringing somebody else in. We'll just have to wait and see on that one. My confidence for the new season, obviously the Willock signing has improved that really from how I was feeling yesterday morning. I got word that the deal was still on with Willock. I know a lot of people over sort of Friday and Saturday had given up with the prospect of Willock coming in, but fortunately, it came through that the sides had agreed, and that was fantastic. The only problem for me now is how we perform in midfield. Because if you look now, we've got Shelvey and Hayden still there. Will he play Shelvey, Hayden and Willock as a 3? I still love to see this 4-2-3-1, but obviously Steve Bruce isn't going to play that. We know he's not. So that's a disappointing factor for me, because I still think that is our best option moving forward. But he's very, very stubborn as Steve Bruce, isn't he? So he's obviously going to play the 3 centre-backs, the 2 wing-backs. But we have to support the lads on Sunday. It's very important that atmosphere is spot on when they come out for the game. I've said many times that if we go a goal behind, 2 goals behind, St James's Park is going to get very toxic. There is no doubt about that because of the way the fans feel about Steve Bruce. But when we get there, we know there's a demonstration outside at around 12 o'clock, I believe it is. But we go into the match, we've got to get behind the lads from the word go. I think that's very, very important. But like I said, if it turns sour very early and we go behind, 2 goals behind, things will turn very, very quickly. And I think Steve Bruce will be aware of that. But I think the players that we've got, I genuinely believe the attacking players that we have can make a difference, can make a huge difference if they're played in the right way. And that was the massive criticism we had against Steve Bruce last season. They have to play the right way. Give these guys the permission to play how they like to play. St Maximan, Fraser, Almiron, Willock, Wilson, all these players, Joe Linton, let them go at defenders, because I believe that we do have the strike force to cause people damage. But they have to be played in the right way. It's no use telling these players to sit behind the ball for 89 minutes and then attack for a minute of the game. It just doesn't work. But the back end of last season, we saw a bit of belief when we started attacking teams and breaking very, very quickly with the players that we had available. But we've got to use these players to their strengths. That's the important thing for me. This season, we have to have them moving to their strengths. And Steve Bruce has had enough time now to see what strengths those players have. Now, utilise it. Because I think moving, attacking-wise, we're fine. Defensively, we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, I think Woodman will start the game due to the problems with Darlow and Dubravka. But, I'm really looking forward to Sunday. I know I've been very negative over the summer, but I've had every right to, and a lot of people have been negative as well. But I'm really looking forward to Sunday now. Hopefully get the Willock deal over the line. Just get it sorted. And then maybe look for a couple of loans as well, just to give that squad a boost. And give us fans a boost that we are trying to do something. But hey-ho, that's the way it is. Let's just hope that the Willock deal is completed very, very quickly. We get a couple of loan deals in and we get a decent squad for the start of the season. But obviously later on in the week, Friday night, I'll be doing a live match preview, the first one of the season, so really looking forward to doing that. Four Horsemen tonight, if you're watching this on Monday. Four Horsemen at 8 o'clock, a lot to discuss on there. Tomorrow night is obviously Fan Forum again, 7:30. Get yourself on the show with me, and we'll have a good chat about the build-up to the West Ham game. And on Thursday, a brand new show to the channel. It's the Toon Review Premiership Fantasy Football League, which a lot of people have signed up for, so thank you very much. We've got loads of teams in there, so it should be really exciting. That's going to be a weekly show looking at who scored the most points, who's the players in form and things like that. So that should be great. Really looking forward to that show. So lots to come up on the channel. And obviously I'll be doing a vlog at the match on Sunday, a few fans interviews, and then we'll be doing a live match reaction on the channel, maybe around 8-9 o'clock on Sunday night as well. So stay tuned to Twitter and YouTube for that as well, and set reminders when they do come available. But in the meantime, guys, if you have enjoyed this show, please do hit the like button. It does help me build this channel up, which it's building really nicely at the minute, coming at the new season. And also, if you're new and you enjoy what you see, don't forget, please do consider subscribing. Or if you haven't already subscribed and you come back again and again, please do hit the subscription button. It means the world to us, it really does. But in the meantime, guys, thank you very much. And like I say, if you're watching this on the Monday, I'll see you tonight live on the Four Horsemen show. But in the meantime, guys, take care.
Be strong. Be strong.